riendo cuando han hecho la presentación de fotográfica.
So please welcome with me now Michael Mack. We have had a very interesting season, but maybe we should start with the fact that we have also kind of development in this year. A very interesting fact when we look back at last year, we have spread out a bit in our business, and we see now that there is a new company, VR Coaster. Maybe you want to tell us more about this 360-degree approach which we currently focus here at Europa Park.
Well, first of all, thank you very much to come in such large number. We're very proud that we have something to tell, and it was very important, like Jacob mentioned, to do this in Europe, because it has something to do with Europe, the attraction we're going to present. But we've been in the business for more than 230 years, as you can see in the booth with Matt Wright, with the picture on the very top. And we tried to combine the media content with our roller coasters. So that was the VR Coaster company, which was founded closely 2 years ago and been very successful throughout the market. We have over 25 installations worldwide, and it's a huge success not only for Europa Park but also for mud rides and riders all over the world. As you can see, Media was becoming bigger and bigger in the last years. We did animation movies, like the third one. And the first cinema movie is going to be released in August next year, Happy Family, which is a co-production of Media and Ambient Entertainment in Hannover. So we're trying to spread out a little bit with media content, with the VR technology, without losing our history, where we come from, the engineering part, which is a great thing to it, that it works, and I think we are the only one combining those technologies with a long history of tradition of producing roller coasters. So thanks again for everybody who is here for Mud Rides VR Coaster, and all the viewers, I don't know if I'm online, but all the viewers to the world.
Yes, we wanted to do that, and also obviously, as we have most of the viewers in German, herzlich willkommen hier aus Barcelona. Wir freuen uns, dass alle jetzt zugeschaltet sind und hoffen, dass das alles einwandfrei klappt. You just mentioned actually some of our activities in the recent years, and there were actually many more. We have here a quick overview of just some of the new additions which we did this year, and maybe we should go into a little detail where we can talk about one of the biggest additions this year, which is obviously Ireland.
Yes, indeed. It was a long time dream to do something more for our kids audience. It might be the fact that I'm father of two own kids, and it's very close by to my brother and I have raised, basically. Somebody called us the theme park natives, so we thought like we want to put something in for kids. As you can see, a couple of pictures, Ireland, maybe a little bit influenced by Chip Cleary heritage being Irish, and you can find a little shop which is named after him, so we did a little bit of history in Ireland. And we invested 15 million euro in this new area, this new country, 10,000 square meters and 7 new attractions, and over 400 riders, and it worked out really, really well with great satisfaction rates, and it really helps the park to distribute to people even better than before.
But we are not only talking about attractions this year, we have some other projects which are currently under construction. You're also guiding the construction department. We look now at the new arena. Maybe you want to say some points about this little construction project, which is not so little, but most of the guests actually won't know this.
Yes, indeed, we did. Due to more and more venues coming to the park, we're hosting over 1,000 venues a year, which are nothing to do with the park, it's just an evening business. And due to the fact that this business is growing, fast growing, we did decide to build a new arena for our all nighttime entertainment due to the city. We're living quite close to Roost, so we decided to do a new infrastructure there to help the city with noise, but also to have a new great accommodation. It's going to be opened, hopefully, because we're full in construction. It's a very tight schedule. It's supposed to open on the 13th, 14th of January next year with the world premiere of DJ Bobo, which is a very well-known Swiss singer in Germany, and he is presenting his 25-year anniversary and releasing his new songs at Europa Park.
But not only in the front of the park and for the visitors, we are also trying to do currently something for the employees and for the internal operations. And this is another project which we actually just celebrated last week, that we are nearly finished with this. Maybe you can tell us more about our new logistics center.
Yeah, well, indeed, we are doing a lot for infrastructure this year, which was kind of a fight because, you know, when you have a generation investing heavily in the park, my dad always seen these backdoor investments not as something which guests would see. So we had kind of a struggle to go ahead with it. I'm very proud that finally, also for the department of my brother, but also for my uncle, who is heading up the shopping department, that we have enough space now, and also for the upcoming water park project. So we went a little bit wider and bigger. It's an $8.5 million investment, which is backstage, but brings us a lot in logistics and also quality for the visitor.
We are in a digitalized world. We see that also with the live transmission on Facebook. And this is something I think we have become stronger in recent years. And maybe you want to say something about those quotes, because I think they show a bit what is actually current of importance also for the development of an amusement park in today's world.
Yes, we do believe that also our business is going more digital. There was once a Face Popcorn report published a couple of years ago where a lot of the board members also at IAPA were like afraid how the internet's going to change theme parks. Is somebody still coming to the theme parks? Are they all staying at home, just using their internet devices? But with the upcoming of smartphones, and you can go to the next slide, I guess, you see that it's really very important to communicate with your visitors more often and frequently. They want to be closer to your product. We're the most checked in page on Facebook in Germany. We are really pushing hard for that Europa Park app, close to 1 million of downloads, and so we do believe how important it is that we can stream things live from the park or from Barcelona, because people want to get informed while they are in the park, and we're trying to go more viral and more digital with the years to come.
I think it's actually, we initially, until yesterday, there was another phrase down in that presentation is of how many contacts we reach per year throughout social media. But we had a hard time to believe it ourselves yesterday, so we said we better check it again. But it was a very, very high number, and you can see that really in also our Facebook fans, which have more than 900,000 people following us. You mentioned it before, our first movie, which will come out in the cinemas next year. Tell us about Happy Family.
Well, Happy Family's been airing in the park since the beginning of the season. We do have in the 3D cinema and Magic Cinema in the park, we already welcomed over 600,000 guests seeing the movie. We tried to be a 360-degree with the Happy Family, so we integrated it to the VR system on our Pegasus ride, the kiddie coaster, which is very, very popular. And we're just trying to build up an IP through a theme park, I know, which is kind of difficult. I think it was just Pirates of the Caribbean of Disney who made first the attraction and then the movie. So we see how it's going, but we're really confident with the product. It's been fully animated in Germany, and it's going to be the first CGI movie distributed by Warner Brothers, like I said, in August next year worldwide. So keep the fingers crossed, looking very forward to that.
And as some of you might have not been to Europa Park this year, we thought we'd bring a little trailer, the 4D movie, which is actually showing in our park. And not only in our park, it is also shown in Farup Sommerland in Denmark, and maybe more parks to come. So let us show you the quick trailer about Happy Family 4D.
On an ordinary day,
did you ever see anything as ugly as this old crone?
an ordinary family has
Oh, it's real! She could scare the pants off anyone with that face.
an extraordinary adventure.
From now on, you will master me! What's happened to us? I think the witch has turned us into monsters.
Happy Family in 4D.
Do something!
Yeah, Mr. Mack pointed it out, it has been a great success with our visitors, and we also added it to our VR coaster. And you mentioned it, we have sold now more than 25 of those innovative new attractions to all over the world, and we also brought a trailer for our Coastiality experience. So enjoy that one. Yeah, you might have seen it on the screen actually. It's not only at Europa Park, it's also now as an app. So we have developed the Coastiality app, and you're all invited to download it. Not now, because then we struggle, but maybe later using the wireless at the EAS theater or at home. So this is the possibility of watching those 360-degree videos at home on your own device. And I see some park operators here. We are still looking for partners who want to be on that app as well. So if you're interested in showing your coaster on that app, you're more than welcome to reach out to us. It is actually a very busy time for us those days. We are heading back already tomorrow evening, because on Thursday we have the next press event, and we celebrate this year 10 years of Horror Nights. And maybe, Michael, you want to have a quick look back and mention that, because this is obviously one of your heart passion things and one of your projects which you have developed.
Yeah, it is indeed a project which shows also a little bit of generation change in the park. It was the young generation, particularly myself, introducing this to the market. We're very proud that we won prizes as being the best international horror nights in the world. We're starting this Friday, actually Wednesday, with the preview night, so tomorrow night, and full blast on Friday. We're looking very forward. I think we're the only event who is like offering a nightclub. So that's like sometimes long nights, long days, but I think it's the Vampires Club is one of the things which you should check out if you've never been with us. It's worth the visit. And also the Oktoberfest, so it's perfect if you go to the Oktoberfest, have a Mars of beer, and after you see the monsters, that's kind of a nice experience. But we're also offering the first VR experience on our horror night on the Abenteuer Atlantis, one of our Omni people mover systems for Mac Rides. So we're going to exclusively do a VR experience. You can interact with zombies and can actually shoot at them and collect points. So that's going to be a completely new experience. We're very proud. It looks very, very good.
It's actually very impressive. We tried it on Sunday. It's really kind of a computer game now on a ride, and we further developed the VR coaster, and now it's also the first dark ride which has VR. So this is really a great new step. There are many, many projects coming up, and we are here because of a big new project for next year, but there's already one which is already lining up for the year afterwards. And you might have all heard that we are presenting a big water park resort in 2018 with a hotel and indoor water park. You say the word, it's very exciting, and we are actually all very nervous because you will see now the first trailer for a new attraction for next year. And after the projects which he has actually done, he's a very humble person, but if you look back, we have developed in the last 7 years under his leadership Blue Fire and rides like Arthur, obviously also Wodan. We are now looking into the biggest investment we ever did in one single attraction, and I think we should just let the trailer play, so enjoy, and we really cross our fingers that it works. So this gives you a first glimpse of Project V. Project V is our current project, which the name will be revealed actually when we open the attraction in the next year. But we are all very excited, and you can see, and I think all of you who know Europa Park will know that we stand for quality and that we have done a great step. I would also ask, especially our followers on Facebook and on Twitter, think about what Project V could be. You know, do you have an image in your mind? Do you have something which you would like to see? So please post it on Twitter, Instagram, and wherever you follow us. And then maybe you want to mention also we have a little animation which shows the why. The great work from Max Solutions. Maybe you want to talk something about that.
Yeah, we're gonna in the attraction there are gonna be 2 theaters, which we have like capacity of 1,400 people. Here you see parts of the queue line, which is gonna be highly themed. We're gonna develop a story to that whole queuing line, which is gonna be published in the next month. So we're gonna do some episodes or webisodes. So we're gonna tell the whole story. What is Project V? We're gonna tell a very nice story, how we came up with the idea, why we did this attraction. Yeah, so it's like what Jacob mentioned, the biggest investment. It's 50% the technique and another 50% for the building. So it's going to be highly themed right at the entrance of Europa Park. It's going to be a German theme, as you can see the images given. So we're very, very thrilled. It's going to be still a wait to there. We're just doing some imagery for it, but Jacob, maybe you want to show some more pictures.
Yes, as you pointed out, we are actually currently shooting the movie, so this is a very exciting period for all of us, and it's still a long way, but you can be sure that it will be a very exciting. We are also very proud that we have very reliable partners, which we are very happy to work with. And you see here, this will be actually the system, and maybe you want to go further into detail, but as Michael already pointed out, we have a capacity of 1,400 people per hour, which makes us the biggest attraction of that kind in all of Europe. We have 2 theaters to know that everyone can ride it, and we are very excited. You see here also the technique behind it, and we are very, very proud to work with the companies Brogent and Kraftwerk on that project together. Here you actually see, you might wonder what this graphic is, and I very honestly can't really say it because he is our movie guy, and maybe he want to mention what actually happened on that graphic last week.
Well, that was the first shoot, which we did high up north. So you can see this is the flying curve, the helicopter, how he ideally should fly the curve to shoot the movies. It was going well. We did it nine times. We kind of flew in a kind of horizontal way down, which was quite scary. The people who've been in the helicopter said they didn't feel that good, but they haven't been coaster nerds, so next time maybe not take the film guys, better take the coaster riders throughout the world. Like Jacob was mentioned, thanks to Kraftwerk, we have been working with them already on the Arthur project and been very helpful for us, and of course also to our friends from Taiwan, Brogent. They've been great to work with. We visited them several times, looked at the market, and we thought that this is the best system on the market. So thanks to all the partners, and of course Holger Tappe, who is our producer of the movie. It's the people behind it would make such a project great. So that's from us. We keep fingers crossed. We're working hard to make all of this happen, to open it hopefully in April next year, April, May. So stay tuned. We're not saying spring because we did that once this year. But the one in the room do know what I'm talking about. But it's going to be most likely May to open it, and we're very, very keen and looking very forward to it. And it's going to be, as you've seen, there's going to be European locations. Watch out more on our websites. And if you have an idea where you say, like, if we should film your garden in the backyard, just hashtag and send us a picture. We try to make that possible as well.
And we would also like to stretch out again, obviously this is an attraction for the whole family. It incorporates the idea of Europa Park, of the strategy of the Mack family, so it's an attraction which everyone can enjoy together and which is done at the Mack quality. It's the tradition of Europa Park actually that we like to be, or that the Mack family like to be hosts, and as hosts we also like to give little giveaways. So when you exit that door, you will get a little USB stick. and with all the information on what we released today. And we have also something very special in there. So every one of you receives his own flight ticket for Project V for next year. So this is a free pass for Europa Park, available for or valid for next year, which you can then hopefully use and experience our
Just one each, please.
Because we actually didn't expect so many people to come, so we
don't want to run out of tickets, but get you a personalized Project V boarding pass, which is also an entry ticket to the park. So this is just limited. It's just what is for this day today, so there won't be any others available. So keep them.
It's a collector's item. So
yes, it is.
Thank you again for coming. It was great to have you, and see you maybe at the Mark Rights booth at the trade show floor.
And it means a lot to us. Thank you very, very much.